ADCF.
Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory.
Jay High, Jay High, 2468.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35 with the Kansas City Chiefs. He'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set.
He's got it at the 15. It's a big play.
Oh, get it then, bro.
1-on-1.
Tyreek Hill, he bumping and running. This time he ain't come through it. Like.
For methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Amen. Amen.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. On the ground, it's West again.
Touchdown.
He takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Charkandrick West, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson.
Come on, man.
Finding room inside the 40.
Come on now, man. Come on now.
All the way near the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And now it's 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again on 2nd and 10. It's Wilson. It's
come on, man. God damn.
A good pickup there at 22.
And the game.
Hold on. My shit dying, dog. My shit been down since I haven't. I'm telling you. We on our way. Yeah, that's it. You ain't never lied. Cartoon. You say we on our way. You hear me? Tell you. Oh, don't fumble like that. We'll just go ahead, bro. Oh, what he trying to do on me now?
Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll toss it out to Carson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Trying to improvise. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line.
The defense, man.
It's actually harder to throw the ball in those
Fucking
situations.
D.
You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
We won't do that shit no more on this kickoff return, nigga, to the house. I bet you won't do that no more to the house on this kickoff return. Kick it to the sideline. I'm gonna burn your ass.
An even 90 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
That shit should make. I hope that nigga quit.
Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Mr. Shabba, man. Shabba. We ain't playing with these sweet-ass, onion-ass niggas, man.
So
Probably want to crack ass niggas, man.
Kick return TD. Here's yet another kickoff.
God damn it.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Oh, come here.
The 25 to the 26-yard line. Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field, but they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished second. And Mike Davis didn't begin the year on Seattle's roster. They went through a number of runners this season, none of them that fit and really hit. Chris Carson, they thought was going to be the guy who got hurt early in the year, but they definitely have to...
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Reggie Ragland in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. In today's NFL, when you get teams in situations with your defense, you're really going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a small, wider lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. They're able to locate.
Hey, I'm right.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings us up to the 47.
I'm right here tripping and slipping and slipping and slipping hard. That was a pick, man.
On first down, lets this one rip toward Graham, and it drops down.
And that, hey, that's PPPPP. That's PPPPP, nigga. Stop fucking playing with me, young boy.
Deep ball is thrown, and you're the defender. You've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And now running right through it.
I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that little swing shit, man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll try to run with Carson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. In motion left is Baldwin. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Touchdown, Seahawks. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. Got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
He just scored on him.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Smith turns and gives to West. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Smith. And they hit Jordan loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They run it here. Ware. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Yeah.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll toss it to Hunt.
You blocked for me, and I'm good.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas
Blocked for me, and I'm good. Touchdown.
A great
Touchdown.
effort there. 35 yards. And the Chiefs
Chill out. Calm down now. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
Looking ahead, they just
Calm down.
hold it for the final moments here
Calm
in the
down.
second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the
Calm
other
down.
side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And
Yeah,
right
Clark.
now, they want to make
Good,
sure they
boy.
keep that and carry it into the
I'm
second
taking
half.
defense right now.
Butker now to kick this one away.
You know what I'm talking about? Nigga say, I can't believe it. I don't know how your side beat Dave.
This is taken about
You ain't
7
supposed
yards
to do
deep.
that. What's going on with Dave?
And he's
I don't
able
know
to get
what's
it
going on
across
with
the 20,
Sleepy.
but not by much.
No
as
excuse,
he's
but
marked
Sleepy
down
one on.
at the 21-yard line. The Seattle
Dumbass
now
bullshit.
ready to march
Sleepy
out of the
one
field.
on and dumbass
And what do you
bullshit
think goes
decision.
on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may
Come on and pick that shit, you stupid mother lover, you. Damn!
That's a big decision here.
Pick it, Barry!
Quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was
Shit out your hands, nigga. Now go for it. Go for it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan on the
I wish my hands was
Tyreek Hill
18.
back deep for
I
Kansas
wish I had
City.
fingers for 18 years old. Them niggas be moving, boy. They be acting like they hooked on that shit.
Fielded at the 33.
If I could get past me.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
You want to see this
Baldwin, 63 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
We always
They went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching them. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he let me alone.
I'm finna make the shit out this clock, boy.
Trust me.
Your ass playing with Tony
Here's
Spoon.
Walsh now to kick this one off.
Hamburger head on, boy.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. For right now, the play calling,
and told me like a mud already. You taking it off, sir?
4th possession.
Mm-hmm. Let's take that motherfucker off.
Smith now to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted.
A turnover would have really helped them there. Shut your fuck ass up, nigga. I'll slap your ass in your mouth.
Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A turnover would have helped them there. Bitch, when I'm down, man, I don't hit none of that. The screwball here, there.
They'll run it with West. He finds an opening past the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Big boy status, man.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall
Big
back
boy
on one
status,
of my favorite
man.
adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receiver. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Fuck out my way, nigga. Get out my way, nigga. Jumping over your lamb ass.
Touchdown of the night, and the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Jumping over you, Dr. Pepper. Fuck out of here, nigga.
2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Hey, Clark.
Someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about.
I think the nigga need an ambulance, man. Ambulance.
What he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
You know what I'm saying?
To kick this one
Yo,
away.
baby.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll
Talking
wind up
about
getting an
20.
extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Fuck,
and
nigga.
he's going to take this one back
Fuck
to
out
the
of here,
37-yard line.
Well, this
Back there,
defense
boy.
can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football.
That's a
If
first,
they do
man.
that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's
First,
all they
my
needed,
nigga.
as that's going to move the chains.
We'll go out now.
Time running out here on the play clock. Smith with a give to Hunt. And the ball is knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Oh my God, man! You ain't running the ball no more, fuck.
Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it
Yeah,
up and
of
say,
course.
geez, what did he do? But hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh!
Took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Woo!
I know our vantage point might be a little
That's
bit better
anybody else that's a
here,
pick,
but
Lord.
That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Wilson now throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Wilson from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. They'll get 16 yards there. And that'll be good for a Seattle 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he finds a man with a crossing route.
Gang.
Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Wilson will throw again. Steps away to his left. And some room to roam now.
Ain't lose that.
Inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. He'll get it in the hands of Baldwin, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4 down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
Yeah! Back him up!
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Buying time to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Come on, man!
Like this, when the ball comes
Get a nigga an opportunity. Phone his ass.
Lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory.
Hey, that's good defense, man. Good defense, y'all.
So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kick.
Whoa!
And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield.
Yes, sir.
Any return that gets you to midfield.
Yes, sir. You should have blocked for me, homie.
First down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Oh, okay, okay. What's his name?
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. By a few inches, that'll be a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They run again with Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A toss play to Hunt. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down.
Come on, man. Block this man. Block that man, dog.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the kick by Butker is good.
Block that man, dog.
We'll push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one, too.
I don't know about that.
Too bad.
I don't know about that.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here's Wilson. It got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a Turkey Bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Wilson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man.
He's milking. He's milking.
Have a first down here at about the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. To throw is Wilson. Forced out to his left. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
Jay Lee, 2468. Smash. I'll let you. Good game.